Hey there. You ever stop to think about the words we use every day? We're about to take one of the most common words you can imagine and uncover this fascinating hidden story. It's a story about a system designed to change the world, and it's hiding in plain sight. It all starts with a super simple question.
Seriously, take a second. If you had to define the word sky for someone, what would you say? It seems easy, right? But finding just the right words, well, it can be a little tricky. It's this universal thing we all share.
All right, so let's start right there, with that one word. Our whole journey today kicks off with this incredibly basic idea, the sky.
Now check this out. According to the Simple English Wiktionary, this is the definition. And it's just perfect, isn't it? No complex scientific terms, no jargon. It's crystal clear, using words that almost anyone could understand.
And here it is, out in the wild. A simple sentence that just paints the whole picture for you. That is the power of clear communication.
What's also fascinating is that the source page for sky lists translations in 83 different languages. Yeah, 83. It's a word that connects pretty much all of us, and yet, hiding right there under the simple entry is a clue to something way bigger.
And this, my friends, is where our investigation really kicks off. Because if you look closely at the source, you'll find this one kind of strange sentence that doesn't seem to belong.
If you look really close at that source page, there's this one line tucked away at the top. It's not a definition, it's not a translation, it's a label, almost like a secret code. It says, "Sky is on the Basic English 850 list." BE 850, what on earth could that mean?
And that is the question, isn't it? This is the key that unlocks the entire story. This one little question takes us from a simple word to this powerful, world-changing idea.
Okay, so let's crack this thing open. That little note about the BEA 50 list, that's our way into a system called Basic English. 850. Just let that number hang there for a second. This number is the absolute heart of the entire system. It's not random, it's a design.
So it turns out B850 stands for Basic English, an entire language system built on just 850 essential words. And yep, you guessed it, sky is one of them. The goal, way back in the 1920s, was to create a tool that could be learned super quickly, breaking down language barriers all across the globe.
Okay, but this just raises a huge question. I mean, how can you possibly say everything you need to with such a small vocabulary?
It's a totally fair question. How do you talk about modern life, or technology, or complex emotions with only 850 words? Well, the answer is actually really elegant and creative.
See, the system works by combining these core words. You take one basic concept, like our word sky, and you add another simple physical word from the list, like scraper, something that scrapes. And boom, together they create a new, more complex idea, skyscraper, a building that scrapes the sky. It's brilliant. And this perfectly illustrates the whole philosophy. You build complexity out of simplicity.
And the same logic applies to other words. You take sky and add line, another word on that core list, and you get skyline. The entire system is designed to be intuitive, just like this.
So this isn't just some dusty historical curiosity. This idea of a core, simple vocabulary has had a really lasting impact.
The spirit of Basic English is totally alive and well. It influences how English is taught as a second language. It's the thinking behind plain language guidelines in government and business. And, get this, it is the entire philosophical foundation for a resource like the Simple English Wikidictionary, which is where our whole journey started. The goal is to make knowledge accessible to everyone.
And that brings us all the way back to the beginning. Look at these phrases again from the original definition. They aren't fancy, but they are perfectly clear. They're built from the simplest possible parts to communicate a universal idea. They are Basic English in action.
So, the next time you look up, maybe you'll think about the word sky a little differently. Not just as a word, but as a key to a powerful idea. That the best ideas aren't complex, they're just clear. It kind of makes you wonder, right? What other powerful systems are hiding behind the simple words we use every single day?